Oh, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I am so tired. Oh, God, yeah, kill me now. Oh, but I'll be here all week, guys. Don't forget to tip the waitress on the way out. Drinks are half price. Oh, what has my life become? How's it going, guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Riding with Udi. I want to first start this video off by apologizing for the lack of uploads in the last week to week and a half. It's been a crazy week or so. We'll get to that in a second. First, I want to do a shout out to my homie there, Halo the Riveter. If you guys don't know who she is, go through my comments. You'll find her. Go ahead, click on her name, go and watch her videos, like her page, subscribe. But I want to give you a congratulations on that new beautiful Iron 1200 you got there. Makes me a little jelly. A beautiful bike with an awesome name and awesome paint job to match the awesome channel you have. And once again, an amazing hold on, let me get pulled up some. An amazing Freedom fucking Friday again today, because today is Friday and her Freedom fucking Friday dropped today. And every time I think that she can't like up the last episode, she absolutely does every time. So, and to call the episodes that she does like awesome or amazing would be an understatement, but my vocabulary is limited in English to, you know, whatever. So I feel like I'm doing it injustice when I say it's awesome. But you guys get what I'm saying. So go check that out. She is truly awesome. She's a newish writer. I'm not gonna call you new writer anymore. Newish writer, and her channel's geared more towards the new writers. My channel, I was gonna make it geared towards new writers, but I end up going on random topics and stuff, so not so much. So if you're looking for that kind of content, and you're looking for content that has something to do about America, freedom, and everything like that in it, go check her channel out, guys. Okay, there you go, Halo. That's my little shout out to you again. Hope you're doing well there. Alright, so the reason why I have not been uploading videos recently, this started last week. A lot has happened. So I found out last week that I'm allergic to yellow jackets. Who would have thunk it? You know, 36 years old, finding out you're allergic to something. That was a fun little ride, that one was. Was stung Thursday, and my hand, my ring finger, you know, was stung multiple times by one yellow jacket. It swelled up to the size of a grapefruit. Couldn't get my glove on, so I didn't ride. You know, ended up calling the doctor, got some stuff, you know, to make the swelling go down, blah, blah, blah. Cut to Friday. I was talking to my dog. I was taking my dog outside to use the bathroom, so, you know, I went away from where I knew the nest was. We're supposed to have a guy come out Friday and kill them in the one spot. Well, guess who found a second nest? This guy was stung on my thigh twice and ended up having to have an ambulance called. I had to get the epi shot and all this stuff. Went to the doctor, had a bunch of tests done. You know, so that was a really long, drawn-out experience from Friday afternoon until about Saturday morning. And then Saturday, while still in pain, I went and completed my motorcycle Class M license. So I got that finally. Yay! So it's been an interesting, you know, few days, whatever. But, you know, and not actually uploading videos was because I was being too lazy or too tired, you know. Because I am on vacation again, I know. I took a month off because I had about a month and a half worth of vacation time that they weren't going to pay out. So I was like, screw it, I'll take a month. If you guys aren't going to pay me and you're taking taxes out on my, you know, time, whatever, I'm taking the time. Like, the hell with you guys. So I'm taking a month, and, you know, I can do that because I am commission salary. So I can definitely do a month, you know, without hurting myself. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, last week was a little crazy with all the being allergic to things, and then this week's been going pretty good so far. It's just been really cold out here in PA. You know, we've had some days where it didn't even get above 45. And then today it's only about 58 degrees, which is comfortable, you know, but those days where it was 40s, I try to ride and I still rode. It was just so miserably cold, you know, because you're going a little bit faster and stuff, you know, so that wind just beats the hell out of you. like today it's really windy, so hopefully you guys can hear me over the wind noise. I know I'm having trouble hearing myself. Close my top vents there so some of that wind stops coming in. I know it was extremely loud. So that brings me to my next topic, winter riding. Now, I've talked to a lot of the guys out here, and they say that most of them just park their motorcycles during winter, drop some fuel additives into their tank, hook it to a battery, trickle charge, whatever, and that's it for the whole, winter season. Me, myself, though, I'm making payments on this beauty here, and I don't really want to let her sit too long, so I'm going to try to ride as much as I can, well, snow permitting, and, sleet and stuff and ice. I'm going to try to, like I said, get out there and ride, get some. I've been looking at heated grips, but the problem with that is, I don't want to add too much onto the motorcycle because I plan on trading her in and upgrading. Yes, that's right. I know. I've talked about in the past of this possibly being my, forever bike. It's just not going to work out that way. Once you sit on a bigger bike, you'll understand what I'm saying. Now, don't get me wrong. The Harley-Davidson Street 500 has been an amazing first bike. And that's, going with no experience of any other bikes to start with. Like, she has been just simply amazing. She's easy to maneuver. In my opinion, she's super light compared to some of the other things I've ridden now that I've actually, started riding motorcycles. We'll get to that in a minute, of some of the things I've ridden and some things I might be looking into buying. But she's super light. The only issues I have with her is she's not very, very fast, which once again is perfect for someone who's just starting out to ride. You don't want something that's going to rip your arms off or buck you off every time you pull on the throttle. Let's see, that's one issue I have with her, but like I said, it's not really, an issue. It's just a me issue. Not having ABS, anti-lock brakes. Now, I know this bike, you can get it on, it can be added on, but it's more, and being mine is a 2018, I didn't have, and now if I'd have bought it brand new, then I would have probably paid a little extra. I think it was like $300 to have it thrown on, but being I was buying this used, I didn't. But that's another issue I have, is not having ABS. I've had the brakes lock up a couple times on me, which, can be terrifying unless you know how to handle the situation. That's where practicing, guys, comes in handy. What else? I think that's about it, as far as like issues I, could do without on the motorcycle. But those are just, me nitpicking at little things, because she's great on fuel. Like, I've never driven a vehicle that gets as much gas mileage as this, bike does. Which, it's a motorcycle. You're going to get good gas mileage unless you have a really tiny tank, So, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going this weekend to test drive a few bikes. I have a lot of bikes in my mind that, I want to look at and I possibly maybe want to get. But, that's, a different story there. Well, actually, we'll get into that in a minute. But I'm going this weekend to test drive. But I honestly do think I'm going to wait till the end of winter before I actually upgrade. Just because if we have a bad winter, I don't want to have a brand new bike just sitting. This one, I think it'll be okay, if I just keep this one throughout winter. It'd be fine. So, but I don't know. We'll see, So, I'm stuck between multiple bikes that I want to, I want to test drive first, of course, before I buy. I love the whole Softail Heritage Deluxe. That is one of my favorite bikes. The Fat Boy, the motorcycle from Terminator 2. That is another one of my favorite bikes. Like, I absolutely love that motorcycle. And then you have the Suzuki Boulevard C50T. I was actually able to test drive one of those a while back. A buddy of mine has it, and so I was able to ride one of those, and I thought that was just an amazing motorcycle. Now, I am loyal to Harley-Davidson, yes. The problem with Harley-Davidson is those price tags. Even used, a Harley-Davidson is expensive as shit. Because I was looking at some of the, what was I looking at? I was looking at the Deluxe. And they wanted, I think it was like $22,000 for it, and it was used. Now, the next comparable bike to that would probably be, like I said, the Boulevard C50T. it's almost comparable as far as looks and stuff go. That classic looking, soft tail look, cruiser look, mid controls like this one, because that's kind of what I want to stick with, is mid controls, like that sportier feel that's not too sporty, because something about the seating position is amazing. But yes, back to Harley-Davidson, and I'm not knocking Harley at all. Harley, is a great company, great bike. Now the problem with Harley, and unless you've ever ridden anything other than Harley, and Harley's your first bike, you probably can't tell. But since I've ridden multiple bikes now, and like I said, we'll get to that in a second, the bikes I've ridden, or rode, or driven, whatever, proper English. Ich verstehe kein English. Nein. Harley-Davidson motorcycles, because of the way the engines are and the way they're mounted on the frame, you get vibration in the handlebars. Now with the Street 500, it's not terrible until you start getting up to speed. Now you have to kind of level it out with the Street 500, like kind of give and take a little bit with the throttle, and it'll stop, and it's not like a, not the wobble of death or tank slapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of just a, like, my turn signal still on, shit. Just Harley-Davidson vibration. If you own one, you'll, think about it. You'll understand what I'm saying. So that's my only really issue with Harley-Davidson, and being, I don't know, I don't do a lot of highway riding, but I need a bike that can handle the highway, so that's something. I don't know, guys. I might not stick with Harley. Oh no, I know, guys, I know. But, and I don't know if I've said it before, but like, I don't plan on my second bike being my forever bike, okay? Like, I plan on taking baby steps. Like, my next step up will be either 800 maybe. I think I want to go above 750, but it might be 800cc, or maybe a little bit higher. I don't know yet. It really depends on, test driving the bikes and, seeing which one fits perfectly with me. But I don't know. So I might end up going through stages. So I don't want to spend, $21,000 or $13,000 on a motorcycle, a used motorcycle, It just seems a little expensive, It really does. And I keep saying, But yeah, so now let's get to what I have ridden and what's, I've got in my mind as far as motorcycles and stuff. So I kind of want to keep with that, like I said, the sportier type feel. I guess you would consider this sporty-ish. It's got that mid controls, like I said. Your back is straight. I find that to be extremely comfortable. Now, I had the chance a few months ago, or not a few months ago, like a month ago. Let me give you a little backstory first. So PA has a huge motorcycle presence. Like, it's massive. And once you get on two wheels, you meet people. You make friends, and, you make friends that become family members, and, before you know it, you're having beers with people. I don't drink, but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you that idea. So there's a guy I know. He has a Honda Fury. That's that chopper-esque looking motorcycle from Honda, and I was able to ride that. So we decided one Saturday, was like, he's like, you want to ride my motorcycle? I was like, absolutely. He's like, okay, we'll go up to Gettysburg, which is about a 45-minute drive from Harrisburg. And he's like, I'll drive your bike and you drive mine. And, you'll drive mine up and I'll, drive mine back, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. Oh my goodness, that motorcycle is absolutely amazing. My only issue with it is, it's like I said, it's chopper-esque, so I was reaching pretty good for the handlebars, but it was still a comfortable position. He had like the drag bars on it, so I'm sitting way up like this. The other issue I had with it was those long-ass forks. That thing has like, the rake on that thing, like, wheelbase is ridiculously long, especially coming from this little short guy, It's like a 6 foot, I think the bike is like 6 foot long, which is just crazy. But the thing had power, and something I wasn't used to before getting on this bike. That thing, when you got on it, man, you felt it. It felt good. So that's a bike I would entertain having a bike like that, maybe in the future, but it wasn't the most comfortable ride in the world, because once again, it's like a chopper-esque bike, so the seat wasn't really comfortable. Having my arm stretched out like that for a long period of time, it wears on your arms a little bit. So But yeah, I was able to ride one of those. Let's see, what else have I ridden that and keep in mind, I do like the Honda Fury. Like I said, maybe one day in the future, that might be something I might entertain getting, just not right now. Another one that I had a lot of fun riding was a KMT Duke. You know, those are those stripped down, they're more and more sporty. You know, you're still sitting up in an upright position, but your feet are a little bit more behind you. You know, you're not parallel with your feet, or your feet aren't out in front of you. I have no idea where I'm at, guys. Speed limit's only 25. Oh, I think I know what this road is. Maybe. But, shit. It helps if I pull it up to the, there we go. Yeah, the KMT Duke has got more of a sporty feel to it, which it was a lot of fun. The only problem was like after riding for a while, like I started getting really sore. You know, like my back and my kidneys kind of felt it. Not, you know, not as much fun as I wanted it to be. I'm getting older. You know, for a young kid, you know, maybe that's a good bike. I don't know. It was very light and fun to whip around. That one was fun. I got a ride. There's a organization out here. They're stunt bike guys, whatever, and they ride Groms. They do charity work for kids with cancer or whatever. I'll get more information on that later, guys. But I met these guys one weekend and became friends with a couple of them. So they invited me out to their like training practice area. You know, because they don't do any of the stunts on streets. You know, it's all for show and stuff. You know, to raise money, like I said. But they invited me out, so I went out and rode with them, and they let me use one of their Honda Groms. Oh my goodness, guys. Talk about fun. Like, I didn't think the Honda Grom would be that much fun. You know, you look at it, it's like, okay, it's small, I'll look like a doofus on it, but the way it's built, it's like, you're comfortable on it. You don't feel like you're, like, compact. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way they build it is just damn near perfect. Now, they're not little speed demons, you know, they're not fast at all. I would never take one on the highway because I don't know if it would actually be able to go on the highway. But those things, like I said, they're fun. They're little wheelie machines. And anytime I felt like I was gonna like lose it, I just put my feet down. You know, because you're right there on the ground. You know, it's like, that was such a fun bike to ride. Like, that one I would love to have just for shits and gigs. You know, that would not be a everyday, you know, go to town bike. That would just be a poot around, you know, like just have a little bit of fun. Another one that I rode was, like I said, the Boulevard C50. Now, it wasn't the C50T, so I think the C50T is a little bit more powerful than the C50, but it's still a powerful bike considering going from this. That bike was super comfortable. It had, well, it sits like a cruiser, so it's got somewhat, you know, mid to forward controls, which is fine. You know, it's comfortable for highway riding. You know, so that one was really fun. And then the one I had a lot of fun on that I really want, but I just don't see, I don't want to say, I don't know, like, I'm trying to find the right word, guys. Practical, there we go. I don't see it being practical. Was the Fat Bob. I've talked about this before, but my buddy has a Fat Bob. Yeah, long story short, he bought it as a new bike. I went out there and tried to show him how to ride it, and I fell in love with that thing. Those tires, they're huge. The problem is, you know, I went back a few times to show him how to ride. He's getting better, you know. And then, you know, I've done some city riding with it and stuff. You know, I got out on the main road and rode, and the problem is the way it handles is not, it's different, you know, because it's big ass tires. It feels like you could almost take it off the road, which is fun. You know, it has the mid controls just like this one. It has that sportier kind of feel to it. So I don't know, like, I'm really interested in possibly getting one of those, even though I know it wouldn't be practical for what I need, because I need a bike that is definitely liquid cooled. I don't do enough highway riding, like I said, and I do a lot of stop and go riding. So in the summertime when it gets really hot, it'd be nice to have one that's not going to overheat on me because, you know, the heat. Got a nice little Harley behind me right now, speaking of the devil. Oh. I think he's coming up beside me. I should have stayed and talked. Oops. What was I saying? Yeah, I definitely need air cooled. And sitting position is a big thing because, like I said, I want to be comfortable when I am riding. and seat, which I know the seat can be fixed. You know, you can get a bigger seat, a comfortabler seat, a more plush seat. I mean, they make them, that's fine. Also, I need something that's a little bit louder than this guy. You know, this motorcycle, I've said it before, and I know Halo's even, you know, agreed with me, is it sounds like a sewing machine going down the road. You know, it is not loud at all. And I know some slip-ons will fix that issue, but, oh, that's a beautiful bike. See, something like that, guys, I would love to have something like that. Anyway, I know that can be fixed, you know, some slip-ons, but like I said, I don't want to drop a lot of money into this motorcycle because I'm going to trade her in. Storage is another thing. Like, I need something that I can put some storage bags or storage compartments without it looking real stupid. Because if you ever seen a Kawasaki Ninja with storage containers on it, it looks dumb, in my opinion. So I'm not asking for much in a second bike. You know, it's got to be powerful. It's got to have mid to forward controls just for comfort. I do like the ape hanger bars. Those are nice. Sporty-ish looking good, but I want a heavy bike too. Like I said, this bike is super, in my opinion, super light. You know, it's not as light as the KMT Duke. I mean, that thing was, I felt like if I just farted the right way, it was going to fall over. It's getting warm. Oh my goodness. But, yeah, so it's got to be able to, you know, haul things. You know, I want something that can get up and down hills easily. This bike, I love her to death, but, and I've said it before, she's like the four-cylinder of motorcycles when it's coming up to hills. You know, she struggles going uphill. You know, which is fine because, you know, it's what you expect with a 500cc motor, you know. I mean, it's not a 250 for God's sakes, but 500cc is not very strong. And like I said before, it's perfect for a new rider. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to go Saturday and I'm going to test drive a few bikes. Like I said, I have a few in mind. They have a fat boy up there I'm going to test ride, and I've already been warned by some of the people around here. They're like, fat boys don't handle well. You know, it's just that big ass fat tire in the back. You know, it just, be prepared, they said. So I'm excited to test drive that. I am going to test drive another fat boy. You know, they're so much fun. I am going to, and I talked to them, because I'm only allowed to test drive 3 bikes in one day just because, you know, I don't know why, maybe because I'm not actually buying a bike, possibly. Anyway, I am going to test drive an Iron 883. Now, I don't see myself getting the 883 if I was going to get an Iron, which I don't think I am. Nothing wrong with the Iron, I just don't see me getting one. I would get the 1200 like Halos, you know. But like I said, I don't see myself getting an Iron. I want something heavy with a big tank, you know, like the Fat Boy or the Suzuki C50T, whatever, or even the Yamaha, was it the V-Star? Is that what they call them now? I don't even know. Like I said, I would love to stick with Harley. You know, long story short, you know, wrap this up here real quick because I know sitting here is not fun. I would love to stick with Harley, but that Harley price tag. Now, maybe in the future, when I buy my dream forever bike, it will definitely be a Harley. Like, there's no question about it. It will definitely be a Harley. It will be the last bike I ever buy will be a Harley. But being I want to take steps, possibly, I don't want to buy a brand new something that I'm going to just trade in later, you know. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little random video, and I apologize for the long pause in between uploads. You know, because of that long pause, you're getting a long video now of me just rambling and ranting. And well, actually, we didn't do any ranting today, guys. We got to find something to complain about. That leaf is way too green. There we go, we ranted. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. Then what you need to do is go fuck yourself. That's what you do to yourself. Go check out, like I said, Halo the Riveter's channel. You know, you won't be disappointed. But anyway, guys, keep it safe out there. Keep both wheels on the pavement, and later.